Class 9th Economics, Chapter 2, People as Resource. This is video number 2. Hello students, in the previous video we talked about the people as resource. People as a resource is the most important resource because all other resources depend on the working of the human being, and people as a human being is the most important resource and biggest asset to carry out the work by using the different resources. In the previous chapter 1, we talked about the land, labor, physical capital. There are the fixed capital and the working capital. Those are the resources which directly or indirectly depends upon the human capital, and human as a resource is the biggest capital which carry out other resources. In that chapter we understand how the human capital is important and how we create human capital. In this chapter we will understand how this capital is. Here is human capital. Look, the working of the different people. In the first picture we see there is a doctor, second there is a teacher, third there is engineer, and in the fourth picture there is one tailor. So these four persons are in the picture and all are expert in his work. So for example, doctor is not doing the work of engineer because he is getting expertise in the medical field. So is the tailor. Tailor is a skilled person. He can making the different piece of articles by like suits or other type of stitching work, but he can not performing the work of engineer. Engineer can perform the activities with the help of machines. So in the four persons are in this picture have their expertise in the different field and different areas. Now we look here in the there is a one question. Let's discuss here according to the text. Looking at the photograph, you can explain same thing which I explain you. There is a different work of doctor, teacher, engineer and tailor are the asset, and they are all asset because they are performing different tasks and they are useful for the community as a people as large. Not only do the more educated and the healthier people gain through higher incomes, society also gains in other indirect ways because the advantages of a more educated or a healthier population spreads to those also who themselves were not directly educated or give health care. So we can understand the people having expertise in the different areas are useful for the society and helpful for the society for doing their work, and it is useful for the other peoples too. In fact, human capital is in one way superior to the other resources like land and physical capital. These thing we talked about in chapter 1. Land is a asset, physical capital is also asset, working money or like a fixed capital. So these are the asset, but the human resource, human power, human mind is more important because human is the person who can handle these types of the resources. So human resource are make use of land and capital. So is this line also says the same thing. Land and capital cannot become useful on its own because these resources depend on the human resource. So human resource is ultimate resource which carry out or which use the other resources. For many decades in India, a large population has been considered as liability rather than an asset. We think as an Indian that population is a burden for us, but actually people are useful asset if they groom up in the better way. They can educate, they can train in the better way, so it will be the biggest asset for our progress. But large population need not be a burden for economy. Population is not burden for economy because economy needs the working hand, and working hand is useful when they are trained in the proper manner. It can be turned into a productive asset, so they are good asset for the work by investment in the human capital. For example, by spending resources on education and health for all, training of industrial and agricultural works is the use of modern technology. We can train the people for learn the modern technology, how this modern technology is useful in agricultural work, other type of the work, industry work. So in this way we can train and we can make the expertise people who can work in the different areas where they can be a more productive, more useful for the economy of our country. Useful scientific research is also helpful. New technology is also useful for the working of the people and the working as a asset, as a human being, as a asset. If they work for using this technology, they can be a more productive and more useful. The two following cases, now we try to understand that there are the two cases are there. The following two cases illustrate how people can try to become a more productive resource. The people are more productive when they are educated, when they are trained in the proper way, when they are healthier, so they are more useful for country. Now we look here, there is one story is given. The two following cases illustrate how the people can try to become a more productive resource for a country and for themselves. Now I am reading the story of Sakal. There were two friends, Vilas and Sakal, living in the same village, Simapur. The two friends are there, they are living in the Simapur. Sakal were a 12-year-old boy. His mother, Sheila, looked after domestic chores. Mother is doing the homework, and his father, Bhuta Chaudhary, worked in an agricultural field, and his father is working in the field. Sakal helped his mother in domestic chores. He also looked after his younger brother Jitu and sister Situ. His uncle Shyam had passed the matriculation examination but was sitting idle in the house as he had no job. His uncle was not doing any work. There Sakal mother is doing homework and his father is performing duties in field. His brothers Jitu and Situ are there. Bhuta and Sheila were eager to teach Sakal. Both of them, parents, they want to teach his son Sakal. They forced him to join the village school, which he soon joined. Sakal joined the school. He started studying and completed his higher secondary examination, and he's completed his schooling. His father persuaded him to continue his studies. His father forced him to continue his schooling or his studies. He raised a loan for Sakal to study a vocational course in computer, and his father also arranged money for his vocational course in computers. Sakal was meticulous and interested in studies from the beginning, and he was a bright student. With great vigor and enthusiasm, he completed his course, and he also completed his studies, his degree in computer. After some time, he got a job in private firm. He even designed a new kind of software, and he also made one software. This software helped him increase the sale of the firm, and that software is useful. His boss acknowledged his services and rewarded him with a promotion, and he got promotion also, and he was acknowledged because he was performing
another story
good work
Vilas.
in the computer
Vilas
and
was
which is
an
useful for
11-year-old
his
boy
business.
residing in the small village as Sakal. Vilas' father Mahesh was a fisherman. His father is fisherman. Vilas' father is a fisherman. His father passed away when he was only 2 years old. His mother Geeta sold fish to earn money to feed the family. So his mother is working lady and she is selling fish. She bought fish from the landowner's pond and sold it in the nearby mandi. She could earn only rupees 150 a day by selling fish. Vilas became a patient of arthritis. Since he was a young boy, he was suffering from arthritis. His mother could not afford to take him to the doctor. He could not go to school either. He was not interested in studies. He helped his mother in cooking and also looked after his younger brother Mohan. And when he is not interested in studies and he is looking after and helping his mother and caring his brother Mohan. After some time, his mother fell sick and there was no one to look after her. There was no one in the family to support them. Vilas too was forced to sell fish in the same village and he was started working and he is helping his mother. He, like his mother, earned only a meager income and he was only getting a meager, very less income from this job. So we read these two stories. Do we notice any difference between the two friends? What are those? Now we understand the difference between these two stories, the story of Vilas and the story of Sakal. So we learned that the Sakal was the boy who was taking interest in studies and he was having degree in computer and he is performing a job. Whereas on the other hand, Vilas is a poor boy and he was not getting money, and secondly he was helping his mother, but due to not study he was not good to earn more money for his family because he has to take the job of his mother and carry out the same thing. So this is the notice we can understand, and this happens due to the difference in the early stages, in the stage when the students have to study, but Vilas was not taking interest and his position was not there to go to school and study. So he was suffering and he was ill boy also because he was suffering from arthritis. Now this is activity for you. Visit a nearby village or a slum area and write a case study of a boy or girl of your age facing the same condition as Vilas and Sakal. We can also learn and understand the situation in the real ground. We can also see these differences in our society also. In the two case studies, we saw Sakal went to school and Vilas did not go. Sakal was physically strong and healthy. So indirectly he was an educated boy and so he was physically strong and healthy because he was taking care of his health and he was also understand the health and hygiene. There was no need for him to visit the doctor frequently. Vilas was a patient of arthritis. He lacked the means to visit the doctor. Sakal acquired a degree in computer programming. Sakal also found a job in a private firm while Vilas continued with the same work as his mother, and Vilas was performing his traditional work, whereas Vilas was performing his traditional work, whereas Sakal was performing new job as a computer instructor, computer teacher. He earned a meager income while his mother to support a family. He was not earning more because he has to depend on the traditional job to selling fish in the market. In the case of Sakal, several years of education added to the quality of labor. So here we can see clear difference between Sakal and Vilas. Sakal got educated and he got a degree in education, so his quality of labor is changed and he is performing computer work. This enhanced his total productivity. Total productivity adds to the growth of the economy and he is getting more money because he is doing some work advanced compared to the his other friend Vilas. This in turn pay an individual through salary or in some other form of his choice. In case of Vilas, there could not be any education or health care in the early part of his life. So Vilas was not getting basic facilities of education as well as health care. He spends his life selling fish like his mother. Henceforth, he draws the same salary of the unskilled labor as his mother. So he was not a skilled worker because he was performing his traditional task of his family selling fish. Whereas on the other hand, Sakal getting advanced work because he was educated. Investment in the human resource. So is there we can see the investment in the human resource via education and medical care can give high rates of return in future. So education is there, so in future they are getting good job or good salary. This investment on people is the same as investment in the land and capital. So is the case of the land and capital, we purchase these things. So investment in the previous stages on human being, we can get better future and better output from the individual. A child too, with investments made on her education and health, can yield a high return in future in the form of higher earnings and greater contribution to the society. Educated parents are found to invest more heavily on the education of their child. We can see the educated parents are there, so they invest and they are interested in to invest in studies compared to the poor one. This is because they have realized the importance of education for themselves. They understand the importance of education in the life of human being. They are also conscious of proper nutrition and hygiene. They are also aware of their health, their nutrition, their personal hygiene and of the individual. They accordingly look after their children's needs for education at school and good health. A virtuous cycle is thus created. An advantageous cycle has created in this case. So we can see the positive cycle, the one thing helps the other, that is means of virtuous cycle. Important things happen one by one, the steps will go on. In contrast, a vicious cycle, the result is negative. We are not getting good result. In contrast, a vicious cycle may be created by disadvantageous parents. So we can see there are the two types of cycles are there. There is a positive cycle, virtue is there, importance are there, and vicious cycle means negative, may be created by disadvantaged parents. So parents are disadvantaged, not having the good background, so cycle also goes on the negative side, means getting not good result. Who themselves under uneducated and lacking in hygiene keep their children in a similarly disadvantaged state. So we can see when their parents are in good stage, so their children obviously get good position or good education, good health. When the parents are not educated, illiterate, so that reflects in their children. Countries like Japan have invested in human resource. We can see the advanced country like Japan, France, we can see the people
are the main assets, so the country mainly invest in their human capital. They did not have any natural resource. In the case of Japan, they have no natural resource, but they have the natural resource as a human being. These countries are developed and rich. They import the natural resource needed in their country. How did they become rich and developed? They have invested on people. The result is, the ultimate reason is the human being, and they invested on the people of their country, especially in the field of education and health. They particularly invest in the education of the citizen as well as their health. These people have made efficient use of other resources. So when they are educated, they are healthy, they can also use other resources efficiently, like land and capital. Efficiency are the technology evolved by people have made these countries rich and developed. We can see these people are educated, healthy. That's why they have the efficiency, knowledge, and understanding how the technology is useful for their people, for their country, and these things made this country rich and developed. In the coming video, we will learn about the economic activities by men and women. Until, thank you.